Shlok 8 and 9. In these two shloks, Yamaraj is delighted to have Nachiketa as a student, and he again emphasizes the point that the knowledge of self is not easy to teach or even understand. नानरेणावरेण प्रोक्त एष सुविज्ञेयो बहुधा चिन्त्यमानः अनन्यप्रोक्ते गतिरत्र नास्ति अणियान् हि अतर्क्यम् अणुप्रमाणात्. This self, if taught by an inferior man, narena varena, that means an inferior man, cannot be understood. Here, inferior man means a person who is steeped in worldly pleasures, who cannot see or feel the deeper and subtle self inside him. How can such a person teach about self when he himself have not realized the self, the Brahman? This self or Brahman is thought of and assumed in many forms. If you see the line number 2, Bahuda Chintyamanaha, it means it has been thought of in many various forms. You cannot comprehend it unless the self or this Brahman is taught by a teacher who has become one with Brahman, who can feel the oneness in everything, who doesn't see any duality. Only then can you understand this. Why? Because this self inside you is beyond senses, beyond the limitations of mind. Naisha tarkena matirapneya proktanye naivya sugyanaya preshta yam tvamapah satyadhriter batasi Twadringam no bhuyan nachiketah prashta. So in this shlok, Yamaraj is again telling Nachiketa that this self cannot be learned by reading or reasoning or logic. In line number 1, you can see Tarkena, that means logic. Yamaraj is very happy to find an inquirer like Nachiketa, and he addresses him as Preshta in line number 2. And in this verse, Yamaraj is appreciating Nachiketa for his determination and faith in seeking the answers. This higher knowledge of self is beyond the realms of our mind. But you, O Nachiketa, have held fast to the path of Shreyas, wisdom. May we get more such wise seekers like you. Shlok number 10. Now this shlok is a controversial shlok, a very difficult shlok to understand. I will try to tell you the meanings of each and every word here so that you can interpret in your own way also. Janamyaham shevdhiritya nityam nahi adhruvaiha prapyate hi dhruvam tat tato maya nachiketas chito agniha anityai dravyaiha praptavanasmi nityam. In the first line, the word Janamyaham, it is a combination of Janami plus Aham, meaning I know. The second word, Shevdhiritya Nityam, it's a combination of 3 words. Shevdhir, meaning worldly pleasure. Iti meaning this fact. Anityam means perishable, something which is not eternal, which will die. So I know all these worldly pleasures are perishable. In the second line, you can see Dhruvam Tat. Tat means that, Dhruvam means permanent reality. So that permanent reality cannot be attained. Prapyate. Nahi adhruvaiha. Adhruvai means impermanent. So that permanent reality cannot be attained by impermanent things. Tato maya nachiketas chito agniha. Therefore, Tato means therefore, I performed the sacrificial fire of Nachiketa. Nachiketa's Chito Agniha. It was performed by me. Maya means by me. Anityai dravyeha praptavanasmi nityam. Praptavanasmi means by doing that I have achieved. Praptavanasmi means I have achieved. By sacrificing the perishable things, anitya dravyeha, by sacrificing the perishable things, impermanent things, I have achieved praptavanasmi nityam. Nityam means the permanent reality. I have achieved the permanent reality. So now going to the detailed meaning of this shlok. Now as I told you earlier, there are some controversies around this shlok. Some say it was uttered by Nachiketa and some say it was said by Yamaraj. Various scholars have translated these words in different meanings. So let's stick to what Adi Shankaracharya said. According to him, this was spoken by Yamaraj, in which he says that I know all the treasures of this world, including your wealth, your success, the fruits of your action in this world. Everything is perishable. It will finish one day. So obviously, such short-lived things, adhruvai, of this world cannot lead to the supreme Brahma, Dhruvam, the permanent reality. Everything here in this world, including your body, your mind, your intellect, are non-eternal. They cannot take you to the supreme reality of Brahman. Then Yamaraj emphasizes, even I have reached this everlasting state only by lighting the Nachiketa's sacrificial fire, wherein I sacrificed all the impermanent things and became one with the Supreme Brahma.